everyone, this is Kristen and I'm back with another Get to Know the White Mountains. Today I'm here with Jeannie Scarber, who is a local gardener in Snowflake, Arizona. Jeannie started up an awesome Facebook group, and what's that called, Jeannie?
It's called Snowflake, Arizona Victory Gardens. And I started it mainly because when I moved here, it was hard to find information on how to grow, specifically how to grow in this area with all the challenges it has.
You said that you share a lot of information on the page. You share techniques that have been working, and you have other people that have different skills that have been...
Yeah, people who have grown here for a longer time, and people who know how to grow onions or tomatoes, or people who have greenhouses, people who do hydroponics and aquaponics. They sometimes are on the page and make comments about what they grow. People who have amend their soils, what they use that works to get our clay so it's not so difficult to grow in. And there's some people that do a lot of organic growing, and it's just really interesting to see how many people, the interest there is now in growing, especially fruits and vegetables.
Well, we were talking a few minutes ago about how what's happening in Texas right now with all of the weather and the storms. So can you share a little bit about why you find it important to be able to grow your own food where you live?
Well, part of the reason is, as we saw last year with some of the COVID things, and whether it's that or an earthquake, there's so many reasons that the food line could be stopped. One thing I like is I like being able to buy produce from people I know because I know how they grow it. There's a lot of things we can grow here that people don't realize in different times of the year. I love growing things during the winter under plastic because if you get it started in the fall or in August, it slows down, but at least then you still can have your spinach and lettuce and all the cool weather crops, because we don't have such severe, it doesn't get 40 below or anything, so we can do that here easily.
Yeah, and on that note, you mentioned that a couple years ago you actually started selling vegetable seedlings.
Last year because of COVID, and I do it now. Right now I'm selling some of the microdwarf tomato seedlings. Like this one gets 2 foot tall. Some of these, when they're full grown, they'll only be 8 to 12 inches tall, depending on the variety.
And so these are very easy to grow indoors near a window.
Yep.
Yeah, so even if you have a small space or you don't have the yard to work with, or that kind of time.
Yeah, and you can grow it in containers. And here, because we always have these strange freezes later in the season, it's real easy to take a small pot into the house. It's easy.
I've really noticed that you have a love for educating and letting people know that things are possible. It's possible to grow your own food and enjoy the fruits of your labor throughout the year. What are some of the, in case somebody does want to start out on a little bit smaller of a scale, what are some of the vegetable seedlings you're planning on offering this year?
Oh, I'll be offering a lot of tomatoes. In May, I'll be offering cucumbers and eggplant, peppers, tomatoes, pumpkins, squash, things like that. Eventually, I'll be offering cold weather crops too, like broccoli, kale.
Well, that's great.
Cabbage and stuff. Yes. But it's, I don't know, lettuce. I love growing lettuce. It's so pretty. But
well, if you have questions on how to get started, or if you've already been doing it and you would like to see, more success, or even share some of your successes, reach out to the Snowflake, Arizona Victory Gardens page and get to know some of the people in the community that are doing this.
Well, and what I like about having the Facebook page is somebody might not know how to do something, and someone else will have experience with it. So
Right.
we get to share, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. So hey, Jeannie, one last question. What's your favorite thing about living in the White Mountains?
I like a slower pace. Here, I love how friendly the people are. I love the slower pace. I love the scenery. It's just, I love it up here. It's great.
Well, that's awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time, Jeannie. And hey, everyone, go and check out Snowflake Victory Gardens on Facebook.